The fourth race of the Pennzoil Truck Series, season number 2, heads to Atlanta Motor Speedway for the running of the Pepsi 250 under the lights. It should be one wild, fast race. First, let's look at our starting lineup. On the pole, we have the 11 of Bentley Pierce. 2 is outside, it's the 08 of Alexander Rowe. Then Max Anderson and Jason Larker. And running out the top 5, it's Code Luigi. 2 is outside, Daytona winner, Javier Hernandez. Then Isaac Nichols and Adam Lewis, 2 BKR teammates. Then rounding out the top 10 is Racer and Julius Anderson, rounding out the top 10. Josh D'Amito and Tim Gary. Then you got Carter Friesen and Michael Canto. Joe Jefferson has been very consistent this season, and Josiah Kaufman. Jeremy Heath and Jeff Bright. Then you got Luigi Octavo and JJ Reed. Cortez Newman and Jake Moss. Derek Hamill and Noah Ely. Then Roland Emmerich and James Barker. Alex Stewart and Cynthia Bright. DJ Reed. Luke Rainey, your points leader. He's been very, very consistent this season, still trying to break through and find his first Pennzoil Truck Series win. Trey Rainey, the winner of Martinsville last race, and he won this race last season, so he'll be one to watch. To his inside is Chicago winner last year's Stu Cole, Eli Bright, Junior Ramos, and then Brandon Thunder and Taylor Brian Price on row 18. They round out our 36 truck field. As now let's go down trackside for the most famous words in motorsports.
Gentlemen, start your engine. All right, boys, pace and rhythm all day today. Driver's department, crew chief, pit crew. Pace and rhythm all day, that's all we need.
So 36 trucks roar to life here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. 25 laps around Atlanta, and we have seen this race 3 wide works, especially 3 wide in a big package like Daytona Talladega style. But once they get 4 wide, that's where the trouble starts. Pace truck in as they come off turn number 4. Bentley Pearson, the 08 of Alexander on the front rows. They come down the front straightaway, and we're going to take the green flag for 25 laps. We are racing at Atlanta. Joe Jefferson the first to make the 3 wide moves. They come down the back straightaway. Jason Larker with a big push from Code Luigi. He might get all the way to the race lead here in 3 and 4 as they come off of turn number 4. They're wrecking already! Anderson hard to the wall with Jeff Bright, and now they're scattering all over the place in 3 and 4. Larker leads us back into caution on lap number 1. We rarely see that, but Julius Anderson looked like got turned into the outside wall, and Jeff Bright had nowhere to go, 3 wide top. Cynthia Bright, DJ Reed involved. Luke Rainey looks like got through unscathed. He's your points leader. Max Anderson has gone around under yellow. That's something interesting there. Tim Gary just spun him out, looks like. Luckily, no one else was involved in that. Anderson can probably pick his spots right back up. So let's see what happened. Julius Anderson looks like got spun in. Ooh, well, let's not go away quite yet. Max Anderson probably going to try and get his spots back, I imagine. He probably should be able to get them back because he did get spun out. I'm not quite sure, though, if anyone's going to let him in line. He was up in about 7th. There is a hole right here for him. So hopefully he gets back up there. But first, let's see what happened. Julius Anderson looked like got spun around in 3 and 4, and that's what started the big one. This was a very interesting incident. Heading into 3 and 4, Julius Anderson thought he had a hole right there. It's a very small hole, but he thought he had it. But Joe Jefferson just got such a huge run down the back straightaway. Nothing Jefferson could do here as Anderson just comes down into him and then sends them onto the apron. Then Anderson, the truck hooks back up. Josh D'Amito, wow, he got away with one. Jeff Bright then gets hit. Cynthia Bright, James Barker, Noah Ely, possibly DJ Reed. The 7 of Brandon Thunder. Reed does get damage. Looks like some others drove through. But how in the world did Josh D'Amito avoid that? Look at this in real time. Watch Josh D'Amito right there, the 02 truck, 3 wide top. Oh my gosh. Luke Rainey was sideways on the apron. He was able to escape. Jeff Bright had nowhere to go. Look at it from the camera following him. 3 wide top, and then Anderson just came down from him. Look at Luke Rainey, sideways on the apron. Let's go on board with your points there, Luke Rainey. Sideways on the apron, he did lose some spots, but he does have a truck in one piece. Wow. I can't believe he held on to that truck. We'll also go on board with the 18th Trey Rainey. As we said, he won this race last season. He won last race at Martinsville. Now we'll go on board with the 02 of Josh Meadow. We have to see how he was able to avoid this. Look at how close this is. Wow! That's amazing. That's probably the best wreck avoidance I've ever seen. One more with Joe Jefferson in that 9 truck. You see, Julius Anderson thought he had a hole there. Joe Jefferson got a big run. Nothing Jefferson could really do there. He couldn't go down any lower. He was already on the apron, and that's just a bad situation all around. And then what happened to Max Anderson? So they race back here, 3 wide. They're getting slowed down. Tim Gary in the 4. The 60 of Max Anderson, they're 3 wide. Oh, Anderson just turned down to Gary. Wow. Okay, he turned himself down onto the apron. He did get his spot back, thankfully. So, out front, it is Jason Larker who leads us back to the green flag. Coming down the back straightaway, take the green flag this time with 20 laps to go in the race. And the truck's out. Jeff Bryan, Julius Anderson, tough breaks for those guys. They need some good runs, try and get wins to get up into the chase, and now they're going to be in a deeper hole than they were before. Very tough break. So we have 34 trucks left in the race. Out front, it's Jason Larker. Right behind him in second, it's Cole Luigi. Then Bentley Pierce in third, Isaac Nichols fourth, Alexander Rowe fifth. Then Ray Sir in sixth, seventh, Max Anderson, eighth, Javier Hernandez, ninth, Tim Gary, 10th, Adam Lewis. And there's the guy that barely avoided it, Josh Shimito, restarting 13th. Imagine if he comes back and wins this race after barely avoiding that accident. That would be something to... that would be something. So pace truck in. First restart of the night. Hopefully it's our only one. But with how they've been racing, there could be very many more. As the green flag's back in the air, Jason Larker gets a pretty good jump on Code Luigi. And Code had a very disappointing Martinsville race. He possibly jumped the restart is what we're hearing, inside the top 15, and it was a whole mess, but hoping to rebound here at Atlanta. Right now running in the top 5, but on the outside lane as Larker comes down to cover the spot from Bentley Pierce. It was very close right there. Here comes Nichols. Isaac Nichols hasn't really had anything to show for his seasons in any of the 4 series. He's looking to get a victory here at Atlanta and get himself into the chase. Nichols clears, has Daytona winner right behind him, Javier Hernandez. But who won this race last season? Trey Rainey. There he is, still in the race in 24th. He won it last season. His only win to get into the chase. And then what race did he win after that? Homestead and the championship. So does winning this race propel you to the chase and a championship? Well, only time would tell. Tim Gary takes the race lead. Michael Canto behind him. There's Josh Amino. We talked about him. Barely missed that wreck, and here he is on the inside lane in third. Cole Luigi has somehow gotten back down to the inside. He's 4th right now. He's actually pushing Samio forward. I mean, pushing him into turn 3. Wow. You barely have to let off here, if any letting off. And fast speeds. This way you get 3 wide. Big pack racing. So Cole Luigi gets shuffled to the middle there. Jeremy Heath decides to take the bottom lane. There's Carter Friesen in the 22 truck. So they're 3 wide behind. Jason Larker's restarted in the front, is up top 3 wide, back in the pack. Carter Friesen and Joe Jefferson work together on the bottom lane. Jefferson trying to recover from almost getting wrecked with Julius Anderson in that. He's up to 3rd. Right now pushing Carter Friesen to the race lead. He's going to get underneath Tim Gary. Jefferson shuffled to the top side by Cortez Newman. Here comes Newman. See how fast they go into turn 1. Yeah, 3 wide back there. That could be a little bit disastrous. 15 to go this time by. Cortez Newman out front. Behind him in that 32 truck, it's J.J. Reed. Roland Emmerich is there in the 13. Also, the 99 of Jake Moss is there on the inside. Whoa, 4 wide. There goes Javier Hernandez around. And a big crash. Isaac Nichols is on his side. Barrel rolling. Caution number 2. And Nichols goes up and over. He lands on all 4s. But many trucks are involved. They've already raced back. J.J. Reed with the race lead. Or excuse me, Cortez Newman with the race lead. But Javier Hernandez in a 4-wide situation gets spun into the pack. And Isaac Nichols goes rolling down the front straightaway. Let's see what happened. Here they are off turn number 4 wide. There's Nichols, there's Hernandez, Pierce, Eli Bright. As you can see, just 4 wide doesn't work. Pierce gets down onto Eli. Hernandez has enough room above him, but he just keeps squeezing down. Then Nichols gets forced into the wall, gets hit by Josh Meehan, up and over he goes. Luigi Octavo, Max Anderson, Taylor Bryan Price. Many trucks involved. Nichols barrel rolls down the track. James Barker, Josh Zamito, Eli Bright, Bentley Pierce, Max Anderson, Jason Larker involved. Taylor Bryan Price, Luigi Octavo, Ray Sir, Noah Ely. Possibly the 19 back there. That's Adam Lewis, Nichols' teammate. Look at this in real time from a different camera angle where you can see basically all of it. Look at Nichols. He just gets forced into the wall and up on his side, and it starts barrel rolling down the front stretch once. About 2, 3, about 3 times, 3.5. Wow, oh, wow. Well, Nichols has an onboard camera. We'll see how well that camera lasted through that flip as your IROC champion once again involved in a crash. He was on top of the 11 at one point. Just nowhere for him to go either, up top against the wall, nowhere to even go in that situation. Luke Rainier points there was just behind this. It looks like he escaped another wreck. And he did. And one more, Josh Shimito, not as lucky this time, involved, nowhere to go. He was actually the one that flipped Nichols. Wow. My oh my. 2 big crashes. That's going to take many trucks out. So 15 to go. The yellow comes out. Cortez Newman gets to the race lead in that number 10 truck. They're obviously going to stay out. And Newman leads back to the green flag with around 10 laps to go. Down the backstretch, we take the green flag with 11 laps of racing to go at Atlanta. Only 3 trucks retired from that wreck. Eli Bright, Isaac Nichols, and Bentley Pierce. That means there's a lot of damaged trucks out there, which we know we all don't like. So Cortez Newman is out front. In second, you have J.J. Reed. Third is Roland Emmerich. Fourth, Carter Friesen. Fifth, Jake Moss. Then you got Tim Gary in sixth, Lafters, Stu Cole seventh, Joe Jefferson eighth, Trey Rainey ninth, and Jeremy Heath rounding out the top 10. See the damaged trucks at the back. The 17, 02, 23 don't even have noses on the front of those trucks. They're going to be very slow, I can imagine. So here we go, 11 laps to go. Cortez Newman sticks on the gas. We're back racing at Atlanta. And J.J. Reed stays right with that 10 truck. Does he make a move into turn 1 is the question. Oh yeah, look at those trucks back there, very slow. 11 to go. They probably will be caught unless there's another yellow very quickly. Because my oh my, 11 laps around here and you're going that slow. It's not going to take much to get caught. Now everyone starts moving out of line. Roland Emmerich, the first one to do so. He moves underneath J.J. Reed. Carter Friesen comes down to cover the spot from Jake Moss. Emmerich to second. Friesen looking underneath him. Jake Moss looking underneath him. 3 wide. That's for second position. Joe Jefferson is also on the bottom lane. J.J. Reed just possibly scraped the wall a little bit. That's not going to hurt his truck at all. In fact, it may make it faster. Moss down the backstretch trying to catch Cortez Newman. Newman with a pretty good lead right now, but Moss with a big run. Joe Jefferson takes it to the bottom lane. Derek Hamill's also down low. Where'd he come from? Michael Canto's down here. Luke Rainey, the luckiest driver of the day, goes to Rainey. He's avoided 2 crashes, and now he's up inside the top 10, battling for a race win possibly. Joe Jefferson gets pushed clear. Derek Hamill also clear. Michael Canto will get clear. Luke Rainey's going to stay to the bottom lane with Code Luigi. Does Hamill make a move on Jefferson? That's going to be for third right here. Luke Rainey. No, those front 3 were able to get down line. So will they get single filed out is the question. The front 2 starting to pull away just a little bit. Now Hamill looks low. Here we go. Moves being made. Luke Rainey moves underneath the 84 truck for third. Hamill's getting a push from Luke Rainey right here. He's going to go right to the race lead. Cole Luigi also on this bottom lane. They might go 3 wide. Luke Rainey moves to the bottom 3 wide. Cole Luigi pushing him through. 7 to go this time. Oh, they will definitely catch that 17 truck. Unless Kaufman pulls down to pit road, I doubt they won't catch him. Luigi will take the race lead. Carter Friesen going for the race lead now. So they're side by side. And the question is, where do they catch him? If they catch him on the straightaway, inside will probably be the preferred lane. If they catch him in a corner, you're going to want to be on the outside probably. So Carter Friesen to the front. 6 laps of racing to go. JJ Reed, Trey Rainey trying to go back-to-back at Atlanta. They will catch Kaufman. Where will they, though? Whoa, split, no! Oh. And the inside lane, the place to be, and many trucks getting caught. Trey Rainey to the front with 5 to go. And we have about 5-6 trucks in contention, and hopefully these guys can try and run them down now. Oh, man. You go a race for that, and then you get caught behind a lap truck. That's very, very disappointing, and maybe some penalties might have to start getting handed out for lap trucks if this keeps continuing happening. It's a theme race after race, and you shouldn't be out there without a nose if you know you're going to be going 30 miles an hour slower than the rest of the field. And now you got Jason Larker, Cynthia Bright ahead. They should honestly just pull to the pits, because who are they trying to beat? They're trying to beat the 75, which is a half a lap ahead. So you got 6 trucks in a pack. Then you got Carter Friesen trying to get this pack up. They have 4 laps to try and catch, which they are doing, especially if they stay single filed out like they are. And with these guys battling, of course, they're going to be battling for the race lead, as there's 6 of them. So out front, it's all Junior Ramos, but they have more lap trucks ahead. Cortez Newman to second, Roland Emmerich, Jake Moss, Trey Rainey. Then Tim Gary and Carter Friesen trying to lead that second pack up to this pack. 3 to go. Where will they catch Larker and Bright? They're going to catch them into 3 and 4. That's a very dangerous spot to catch lap trucks. And this is going to help the pack behind. It's going to be the inside lane, I think. Yeah, you're going to want to go to the inside lane. So with 2 to go, a few trucks get away. You got about 5 trucks in this line. Then JJ Reed, and then others down here. Coming to the white flag this time. Tim Gary moves out of lane. The front 3 stay in lane. They clear. Roland Emmerich's truck got really tight. Allowed the number 10 of Cortez Newman to get away. Trey Rainey makes a move at the white flag. Can he go 2 in a row and win 2 in a row at Atlanta? We're about to find out. Cortez Newman has a pretty good lead as they come down the back straightaway. No lap trucks ahead to affect this race. Newman right now has it. As they enter 3 and 4, Cortez Newman out in front of the pack and dominating off of turn number 4. Cortez Newman will pick up a win here at Atlanta. Possibly going to lock himself into the chase. Newman wins it at Atlanta. So the rest of the field comes across. Cortez Newman pulled away in those final laps, and he never looked back. Roland Emmerich possibly got tight, kind of slowed up the lane, and Newman pulls away to victory. What a good race. Now let's go and check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Pepsi 250 Atlanta. There were 2 caution flags for 8 laps and 9 lead changes among 9 different drivers. Cortez Newman led the most laps of 10 to get the victory here at Atlanta. Tim Gary in second. Trey Rainey, after starting 32nd and winning last race at Martinsville, winning this race last season at Atlanta. That's a great day for him in 3rd. Carter Friesen ends up 4th and JJ Reed 5th. Then you got Roland Emmerich in 6th. Lafters to Cole 7th. Luigi, he needed this run in 8th. Luke Rainey, close to victory again. Just hasn't had the luck to get to victory lane. He ends up 9th. Extends his points lead. And Michael Canto 10th. So there's top 20. See, Joe Jefferson, second in points, ends up 11th. So he kind of maintains his gap to Luke Rainey. He only loses a few points. He only loses about 8 points to Luke Rainey there. So 4 races, 4 different winners. As you can see down here, 31 trucks actually finished this race, 28 on the lead lap. And Bentley Pierce, your pole sitter, ends up 32nd. He didn't even lead a lap. He was involved in that big crash where Isaac Nichols flipped. See, as I mentioned, 4 races, 4 different winners. Is this trend going to continue, and are we going to have more than 10 winners? Most likely we are. And if that happens, who gets knocked out of the winners column? We're going to see here. So let's go to the point standings now. Here are the point standings After Atlanta, Luke Rainey with a 41-point lead now over Joe Jefferson in second. Cortez Moon with that win has moved up to third. Lee Jack Tavo in fourth. And Lefter's Tucolin's up fifth. They got Ivy Hernandez sixth. Trey Rainey seventh. Jason Larker in eighth. Tim Gary ninth. And Cynthia Bright in 10th. So there's your top 20. You can see Luke Rainey top 10s in all 4 races this season. That's very great for that team. But my, oh my, you want a victory after a while. And it's been over a season now of close calls to victories. Just hasn't been able to get it done. And you got to think a win's coming soon for that 88 team. You got to hope anyway. You see all 4 winners in the top 7 in points. So they're all really close together. 3rd, 5th, 6th, and 7th in points. As you look down, 36th from 21st to 36th. Down here, Josh Shamil, Junior Ramos, Cole Luigi. That's what he needed. He needed a great run. Same with Ramos to move up in the point standings. They're down the 30s. They're back up above the top 25 cut line for the wins. See, on the cut line, that's Taylor Bryan Price. Down right below is Roland Emmerich, Alex Stewart, Bentley Pierce. So notables down here. Eli Bright made the chase last season, and right now he's 32nd in points with a struggling season. Isaac Nichols, your IROC champion, is down here. Derek Campbell got a decent finish here today at Atlanta, so that helped him just a little bit. So if you look forward to the next race, this one's going to be one of my personal favorites. The Oreo 250 at Rockingham. It's going to be an exciting, fun race. Multiple grooves working. And last season it was fun. This one should be no different. So see you guys then.